standing in front of one of the first new Mercedes GLAs to be in this country. Today I'm going to review it. I'll go through the details of the exterior, the interior, talk about the different engine and line choices. In terms of the side profile, Merc have aced every bit of it. The rims are stunning. The rear window all the way to the front are so well proportioned. And this car is easily seen differently from an A-Class. Here at the back, Mercedes will remind you, if you do get a sport line, that you are not in the full AMG line by giving you these disgusting plastic bumpers. They're not too bad though, because the chrome tread plate over here and the huge, absolutely huge badges, they do take your attention away from this. Also, I love these rear tail lights. They are really classy and they remind you a bit like the ones you get on the GLE, which is an absolutely stunning car. In terms of big things, why would you put such a big fuel filler cap on a car which only has a 1.3 litre turbo? It's simply not necessary, and Mercedes, you should get rid of that. This car has door handles. At the back here you get this almost spoiler-like design, and that really does make this quite a sporty looking SUV, especially with those two-tone fake alloys. Sorry Mercedes, but it is quite obvious. Coming round the front, if you ignore my little friend here, it is an absolutely stunning car. I love the effect that they've got on the grille here with the gloss and the amazing diamond pattern and the proud Mercedes grille. At the bottom here we've got a miniature, almost fake front splitter, but it is pretty good. However, fake vent, fake vent, fake vent, fake vent, fake vent, fake vent, fake vent. Too many fake vents around, which is a bad mark from the what? On the inside of this GLA, it is all very, very well. Let's start off with the seats. This wonderful pattern here is really, really nice, and the mix with leather and cloth, often seen as a bit of a cheapish way to cut corners and stuff, but it really does go very well here. As for the centre, you get this wonderful swiping pad, really, really nice and smooth, and this little leather grip handle to help you get a better hold of this pad, because trust me when I say it is quite slippery. One of the most stylish and modern features on this GLA Sport is these air turbine-like vents. They're really, really cool. And you get 3 more of them here on the centre dash. You have fake carbon fibre, you have real carbon fibre, and then you have an impression of fake carbon fibre, which is an impression of real carbon fibre, and that is what you get in here. It is plasticky, and it's glossy. It doesn't feel too plasticky, but horrible. That is not nice sound. And you do get seat heating, but that button, it could have been done a little nicer if you ask me. Also, these I hate that plastic sound. Though you do get quite a few controls, you know. You can adjust the mirrors and stuff from here. But this car doesn't have electric folding mirrors as standard. If you want those, you have to pay £1,500 extra and get what Mercedes call the executive package. Now that comes with stuff like Apple CarPlay, which is a really great feature if you want to get this premium badge on your driveway. It's just a nice thing to have, and you get Android Auto and some extra parking, navigating, and other digital dial display stuff, as well as better screens. I mean, on an AMG line, you would get this whole thing as one smooth thing with huge screens, but these are just slightly smaller. And they're not bad, but they're not the most modern looking. They do look as if they came off a slightly older GLA, but the touchscreen is really, really good. The navigation system is absolutely fantastic on this Merc. And in terms of what you get in front of you, well, you get loads of different dials. You get a performance looking dial, you can get a slightly more practical dial. I would show you, but that little button there, what it doesn't say is not for children, because I'm not allowed to start this car because, well, it's pretty obvious why I'm not allowed to. Otherwise I would show you this, but it's all pretty standard and very, very funky. What I can show you is everything over here. You can have your phone connected through Bluetooth and stuff like that. You get the radio, obviously, DAB radio, and the sound system in this is really, really bassy. Very similar to my BMW 320i. And if you want to have a look at the review of that, please remember to click the link in the description below. And also, whilst you're at it, hit that subscribe button for more video reviews like this. And drop a like if you enjoyed this one. Anyway, back to the whole thing. Okay. I don't get why you'd put this really bad fake carbon fibre and then put this really disgusting piano black. Look at how many fingerprints are on there already. And then go back to the fake carbon fibre. Let's talk about what you have on the steering wheel here, where you have these really cool swivel pads, and they are really, really easy, well, not easy to use, but futuristic. Do leave quite a few fingerprints though, so yeah, I want to be cleaning that often, I reckon. On the AMG line, you do get a flat steering wheel bottom. That said, it is really, really nice, even on the sport line. This chrome is okay, and there's a bit of plasticky stuff everywhere, but it is very, very good. And then we get to this system, which is engaged. The Mercedes Me system. Radio 2.
How can I help?
Play Capital Radio. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, but I don't want to advertise any Justin Bieber here. Let's get back on with the review. That has pretty much covered the front of this car. Up here, you do get, you know, some light switches and these fairly cool... I didn't say cool's the right word. I'd say more futuristic, baby, lights. You know, your regular SOS and Mercedes Me. The front of this car was very good. Out of 10, I would rate it a solid 7. But it's the back where this GLA will start gaining its points. Headroom! There are millions of miles of it. Legroom! I mean, I know I'm not a fully grown adult yet. Millions of miles of it. And learn BMW, you can offer net to customers without charging them extra. You do get mini little baby versions of those vents at the front. It's like, Mummy, baby, Daddy, baby's twin. It's really, really cool. You also get a little storage bin kind of thing and USB ports. Again, BMW, I shouldn't have to charge extra. Well, you shouldn't have to charge me extra to have those in the back of my car, okay? Or my dad's car. You get this here. What is this for? This will remain a mystery. I mean, it could be a good place if you want to put your hamster there, if you have a hamster. So, good mark, Mercedes. You thought about people who have hamsters as pets. In the back, again, nice seat design. In the middle here, because this car's front-wheel drive, you don't have a big thing, big floor hump. And it is quite comfortable in the middle seat. And you should be able to carry 3 people in the back quite easily because, you know, it's very, very wide, all this, and it isn't curved in like in most saloons and stuff like that. Saloon car, right down there. Anyway, let's go and talk about the boot space. Mercedes have made sure when you open the boot of the GLA, it's a little more than just something you have to do. It's more of an event. Dun 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 dun. Wow, I mean, that is a huge boot. I mean, I would try and climb in there right now, but then I kind of don't want to. Anyway, it is absolutely huge. You do get this thingy-mablobby-jiggy, which you can remove, and first aid kit, which Jaguar will charge you £20 extra for some weird reason. And underneath here there is some sort of storage, I think. Some tying down nets over here, which is good if you want to, I don't know, if you're a kidnapper, that would be kind of useful, but I pray to God most people who buy a GLA will not be kidnappers. Now, you don't get electric folding wing mirrors, but you do get an electric tailgate. And that's quite handy, if I'm honest, on a car with such a huge boot lid. Overall then, what do I think of the GLA Sport? Well, I'll say first thing is stop hating on it. People will be like, oh, you only got the GLA Sport because you can't get the GLA AMG line. That's simply not true. You'd get the GLA Sport because you'd care more about comfort rather than sporty design. Because the GLA Sport has smaller wheels, it has a lower profile tyre. And that means on the road, this thing is super duper quiet. Even though underneath the bonnet lays a punchy 163 brake horsepower, 1.3 litre turbo 4-cylinder, which will power this car from 0 to 60 in 8.6 seconds. Now that can rival many modern hot hatchbacks, and that's pretty impressive when you consider this is a small SUV. You know, I think I should point this out. Continental, who do many of Merc's tyres, have managed to make the tyres look pretty epic. Look at that. When you thought the wheels looked good, and then you have good looking tyres as well. Now, I should point out this little skirting bit over here, that is plastic, and it goes all the way around. You have plastic pretty much all the way around the car. Quickly talk you through about the other options you can have underneath here. So, this is the 200 Sport. You can get a 200 diesels in the Sport line as well, and then you move up to the AMG line, which you can have a 200, a 250, which are both petrols, and then a 220D, a 200D, and then you start getting into the AMGs, where you can have a GLA 35, or my pick, the GLA 45, or you could even get a GLA 45 Plus. Now, they all have 4-cylinder engines, even the AMG lines and AMG models, all that. They all have 4 cylinders, but they're punchy. Even this one is really, really punchy. But the GLA is a beautiful car. And I have to say, this has to be one of the best small SUVs on sale right now. I mean, the Audi Q3 is nice, but the BMW X2 is not the greatest, shall we say, in terms of design, but interior quality, I think it does beat the GLA slightly. But I absolutely love this car. I mean, if you want to see the review on this bad boy, remember what I said, go to the comments. And this is a great family car. And if you are willing to go for the slightly lower down models, you can buy a 3 Series for the same price as one of these. So then, which one would I get? For me, it's simple. The 3 Series is brilliant if you want that slightly more sporty driving experience and design. But the GLA, that, my friend, is all about practicality and style. And that is why, for me, I buy myself a second-hand Maserati. Okay, no, but on a serious note, GLA, absolutely beautiful car. Though there are a couple of issues worth mentioning, as well as a couple of good points. Let's summarise with a quick game of good and bad. Electric tailgate. That is a good. Bad, it makes a really annoying noise. Good. This black is metallic. Bad, you have to pay £585 extra for it, in which case I'd rather go for the denim blue. Good. The fuel economy. If you're careful, you can get around 40 miles per gallon out of this thing. Fake exhausts. I don't like fake exhausts, so why would you put it on a Mercedes? No, 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 and how about no? Good. Well, from the outside, the GLA Sport line is almost identical to the AMG line. That is, of course, apart from the plastic bumpers, which is bad. Good is the modern interior design. Bad is that there are too many plastics. What would I say about this car? Compared to its rivals, the GLA from the outside really stands out. From the inside, it's about in the middle, but I'd have to say, in terms of this against an Audi Q3 or a BMW X2, for me, it's this, any day. Punchy, reliable, economical engine, all the beautiful style and design you'd ever want from Mercedes. It's brilliant. I hope you guys enjoyed that video then on the GLA. If you did, remember what I said. Drop a like, subscribe, comment on what your dream configuration of the GLA would be. Thank you very much for watching.